Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Tella is currently missing. She's currently mourning. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you guys are in the world. Today I'm going to be doing a reading vlog, and it's almost a part 2 to the video I posted where emojis picked my November reads. If you guys did watch that video, then you'll know that I said I'm going to be doing a reading vlog of the 2 books that were chosen. And if you haven't watched that video, go watch the other one and then you can come back to this one. Like I said, if you did watch the emojis pick my November reads video, you will know that the first book that was chosen was Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I'm going to read the back of the book just as a little refresher, and then we're going to dive straight into this video. Remember, it's all a game. What happens beyond this gate may frighten or excite you, but don't let any of it trick you. Once a year, the infamous Master Legend hosts Caraval, open only to those who have been invited. This year, the week-long game is on Legend's glittering Isla de los Sueños, where the winding streets are an elaborate snow-covered maze and the people are never who they seem. At midnight on the first day, the show begins and the visitors become players. Each of them is vying for the coveted prize, a single wish. All they must do is unravel the mystery of Caraval. But in a game where danger hides behind every charming smile, winning isn't without loss, and their wish might be their last. I believe this book is part of a trilogy, and I actually did start this last night. I'm currently on page 33, which is chapter 4, and I'll give you guys a little recap now. We've got 4 characters that we're focusing on from the get-go. We've got Scarlett and we've got Donatella. Them 2 are sisters. Donatella does go by Tella sometimes. We've got Julian, he's a sailor, and then we've got Governor Dragna. So these are the characters that we focused on in the first couple of chapters. So Scarlett has been writing to this Master Legend for the last 7 years because she really wants him and his performers to come to the Isle of Trista. From what I've learned in those couple of letters that we did read, the Master Legend and his performers don't go to the same place twice. So the Master Legend has stopped performing. I think there was a murder accusation, so they stopped performing for a while, and then he starts performing again, and Scarlett starts writing back to him, and she's still awaiting a response until 7 years later, where she gets a response from him basically saying there's an invite-only Caraval happening, and she's been given 3 tickets. She's been given 1 for herself, 1 for her sister, and then a 3rd ticket that says admit 1, because she mentioned she was getting married and she never gave a name of her fiance. It just said admit 1. What I'm guessing is she's not going to take her fiance. She's probably going to take the sailor Julian. Now this is where Tella is 1 step ahead. She's trying to leave the Isle. She's trying to leave Trista because they have an abusive father who has actually been abusive in the first couple of chapters. The girls are found downstairs with a sailor, and of course their father is not happy with them. The punishment for them is if one of them does something bad, the other gets the punishment. So instead of being punished themselves, the other sister does. Tella was the one fooling around with Julian the sailor. She brought him back to see if he could take her away. Before their dad had turned up, Julian had overheard a conversation between the sisters where the Master Legend had actually responded to Scarlett and had given her tickets. Now he was eyeing up one of these tickets, and he said to the girls, I can take you girls away, but it comes at a price, and he was hinting for the ticket. That's as far as I've gotten up to. So far I'm actually really enjoying it. I will get back to you guys once I read a little bit more, and we will discuss some more in a bit. This video will contain spoilers, so I suggest if you haven't read this book, maybe just click off this video, give it a little read, and then maybe jump back to this video, and then we can discuss all things Caraval. This is Simon, my sister's little puppy, and he's being a little monkey and he won't sit still for me, so I might come back to reading in a little bit. Good boy. Don't mind my sister's dog. This is Simon. He is running away. Currently dog sitting my sister's puppy. Simon has moved to my lap. I just wanted to quickly come and give an update of like everything that's happening in Caraval at the moment. I'm currently on chapter 10. I'm halfway through it. I just need to like talk about this quickly. Scarlett had sent a letter to meet somebody at the beach. So she ended up meeting Julian at the beach, which was the sailor boy. Basically says to him like, do not take my sister, like don't do this, like you're gonna ruin everything. But her sister Tella is actually in on kidnapping Scarlett. So they kidnap Scarlett and they take her across the oceans and they end up at Isla de los Sueños, which is where Caraval is hosted. So they've basically gone to Caraval and Julian and Scarlett almost drown. Tella is currently missing. Julian and Scarlett have like kind of made up a little deal where they're going to pretend to be engaged because Master Legend invited Scarlett's fiance. Now she did not bring her fiance, so obviously they have to act on this. I'm currently to the part where they've gone through the big iron gates and they are inside the house. They've just pulled the curtains open and I think it was Rupert that like, don't open the curtains, you need to listen to me, here are the rules, like make sure you listen. So far so good. I'm actually really enjoying this, and so Simon, he's chewed like the corner of my book, but it's fine. Apologies because I am not looking my best right now. I don't feel great at all. I'm not sure if I'm coming down with something or if I'm just burnt out. I have not read anything in probably about a week now, and that is so unlike me because reading is my escape. I love it. I think the last time I spoke to you guys about this book, we were just about to enter the first night of Caraval. Since then I think I've read good couple of chapters, and I've got to Caraval Night 2. Julian and Scarlett had to share a room. They were both given separate keys, and they thought they were going to go into separate rooms, but it was one like conjoining room, so they're currently staying in there. Julian's too stubborn to be like, actually you take the bed, let me go find another room, and Scarlett's too kind of stuck on the thought that if anybody ever finds out that she slept in the same room as a guy, everything is going to be so bad and so wrong. So Scarlett actually ends up like having a mental breakdown in the hallway, and she meets a guy called Dante. Dante was with, I think, his sister, and he was basically saying like, if you need a room you can use mine, you can have mine. And Scarlett was like, thank you, but no thank you. She was about to go back to her room, and she'd realised her dress had turned see-through. So her dress obviously changes throughout the day. We've got a black gown as of right now. She's currently mourning, and this is all the magic playing its tricks. So she is now starting to think that she is mourning. Scarlett actually found Teller in her room, but Teller was like, do not come in under any circumstances, do not like leave me alone. Scarlett goes back to the room the next day, and it's been ransacked, it's been raided by people, and this is when she starts to realise that Teller is actually involved in the game. I'm going to read a bit more of the book. I'm currently on, I think I'm on chapter 19. I'm on chapter 19, page 185, so we're going to get reading because I really wanted to finish this by the end of this week, and it's currently Saturday, so fingers crossed I can make a dent in this book today. About 40 pages last night, so I just got to the part where there's like a dead body. Is Dante dead? Because honestly I thought Dante, because he's such like a mysterious character, like my theory was that he was Legend, but if he's dead then he can't be Legend. Scarlett lets her secret out of who she fears the most, which is her father. Scarlett's hanging around in the tavern, and she thinks that she spots Dante, so she runs out after him because he goes outside. Now she runs along this bridge, she comes face to face with this young boy and a monkey. He's selling like this drink that's basically like, it helps you see things more clearer, which she needs because girl is stressed. Girl is going through it. Honestly, I'd probably be the same. I'm gonna hold my hands up. I would probably be the same. I'm actually really annoyed because she's thinking far too much about her sister and not about herself. So the young boy tries tempting her, and eventually she's like, yeah, okay, I'll have some. So she has some, and it basically turns everything from color to black and white. So once she's had some of this drink, it starts to highlight different things in color that might be worth something to her and to finding her sister and to playing the game of Caraval. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but the girl that she met in the tavern that basically told her just to start lying to everybody, her journal is in color, it's green. So Scarlett's like, what's inside? And the girl is basically like, it's gonna cost you. And I'm still a little bit confused at this part because the girl's like, you just need to buy 3 dresses, like 1 dress for each night, because she is a, I think, was it histographer? I think she's called a histographer, where she is basically writing Caraval and the events of Caraval that happen, and she hates Scarlett's dress because it changes depending on her mood. So she's currently mourning. She's currently in a black dress. So Scarlett's like, okay, that's so fine. I'll like go buy 3 dresses. That's absolutely fine. They go into the shop. Scarlett said, I'm gonna buy these 2 dresses because instead of the 3 dresses, she buys the 2, as she only has 2 more nights of Caraval before she needs to leave for her wedding. So she's still thinking about her wedding, which I am on everybody else's side. I'm not being funny. She's never met the guy. I'm getting creepy vibes from the guy, and we haven't even met the guy. So Scarlett had to say her greatest fear, and then she also had to say her greatest desire. The shopkeeper basically says to her like, look, if you tell me the truth, then you can have the dress. If not, you're gonna lose something. Manipulates her into making her lose something. So she actually ends up losing 2 days of her life. When she gets to the tavern, Dante's like, I need to talk to you, I need to talk to you, my sister's gone missing, like I need your help. And Scarlett's like, heck no, stay away from me, because like them two, there's a weird little bit of tension going on between them two. And then Julian, our knight in shining armor, comes up from the bedroom, picks her up, takes her in, and is basically like, please tell me you haven't done what I think you've done. And she's like, yep, I've done that. Julian is like, if I prick my finger and you like suck on my blood, you can have one of my days of life. So technically we only lose a day together. And during her sleep, Scarlett is allowed to see through the notebook. It shows us a flashback, and do you know who they pan around to? In a top hat and a suit? Julian. So Julian could be legend. I mean, Julian was literally begging to take them. And as the special guests, they might not have arrived. And imagine how embarrassing that is for Legend. So he had to actually physically go and get them. But I think Dante's legend. I don't know why. I have a feeling that Dante's legend, and I can't shake it. Scarlett and Julian have had like a massive falling out. So Julian's like gone out the door, and Scarlett's like, oh my god, I haven't told him that my father's here. And we all know how he feels about Julian. So she races after him, watches her go into Tella's room, finds a secret passageway, right? Goes down the secret passageway. She has 3 tunnels she can choose from. She goes dead center, and who does she find? A dead body. Dante's dead body, and Julian standing over him. So I'm going to carry on reading this, and I will get back to you guys in a bit. But it's been a bit of a roller coaster. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster, and I am like thoroughly enjoying this book. I actually went to Waterstones yesterday, and I saw the special edition hardback of this book, and I had to stop myself from buying it. And I also went to my favourite bookshop in Bath today, and I saw the other 2 books from the series in the special editions, but I don't actually have the paper versions yet, so I'm just not going to get any special editions yet. It's been a little while since I've picked up the camera. I think I ended up reading about 70-80 pages last night, so I have read a lot and I haven't filmed a lot, so I do apologise. But I'm currently at the part where Tella is basically telling Scarlett the whole truth, and that herself, Tella, and Legend created this game around them. I'm just getting to the part of the party. I think they go to like a ball or something. So we are very near the end. I'll carry on reading, and I will get back to you guys once I have finished. Have a quick catch up, because I finished Caraval last night, and I am just like, brain is on overload. I was so confused last night when I read it. I had to reread the last couple of chapters a few times, because I think so much had happened, and there were so many lies, and there was so much to keep up with, that when the truth finally came out, I was like, huh? Like I couldn't wrap my head around it. But I think I've got it now. I think my opinion on Tella has changed slightly. I think now that we know the truth about Caraval and the games and why they were there, I think I like her a little bit more, and I don't find her as selfish. However, throughout the book, and when I say throughout the book, I mean like throughout the majority of the book, I could not stand her. I love Dante's character. I still think he's quite a mysterious man, and I still think he's Legend. I still think he has something to do with Legend, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like his sidekick or if he actually is Legend, but there is like something ticking up here that is making me think that Dante has some sort of like personal connection to Legend. I'm really glad that Julian and Scarlett got their kind of happy ending towards the end of the book. I think there's a lot of trust and growth that needs to happen between them two, especially if they kind of want their relationship to grow and to progress. I'm so frustrated that teller was so drunk that she couldn't figure out who this man was at the end of the book that gave her the letter. Obviously it was legend, but we still don't have a face, we still don't know what he looks like, and I really want to know. So I'm gonna get the next couple of books. I think it goes legendary and then it goes finale, and then there's like a Christmas novella called Spectacular. I'm very intrigued to see what happens in the next couple of books. I guess all of these characters are involved in future Caravals maybe. I'm not really sure. I am going to get the rest of the series. I am normally someone who buys the full series and then reads the books. However, I did it differently this time and I still wish I bought the series. So if that doesn't tell you anything, buy the whole series. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's been a long time coming and I really do appreciate you guys if you did stay to the end and if you did enjoy this. Don't forget to subscribe and follow my social medias down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.